why was I inspired to write Alloy of Law? Well, I've been planning out the arc of the Mistborn books as three trilogies, a trilogy of trilogies. And I realized that there were some stories in between those trilogies that I really wanted to tell. I was sad that I wasn't planning to do a book set during the Steam Age. And I love steampunk as well, and thought, you know, it'd be really fun to do almost a kind of steampunk book in the Mistborn world. It's not truly steampunk. We're not taking the steam technology in any really bizarre directions, which is what I love what steampunk does. But it is set during that era. I was inspired partially to write because of the character that I came up with. This is a character, his name is Wax, and he has been living for 20 years out in the roughs. Their version of the Wild West. And he is actually descended of nobility, and his uncle dies and leaves the house to him, the house leadership, the house lordship. And he actually has to retire in from being a lawman out in the roughs to come and take over leadership of his house. And this character's interaction, the fascinating interaction between the life he's led before and now having to come to the big city, which is modeled after about 1910 New York. And having to live in that city and acclimatize himself to those sorts of things was a really interesting prospect for me. And there are things that happen in the book very early that you'll see that have a very deep welling change on his character and his personality, and that those sort of changes well up inside of him, and how he deals with those was very fascinating to me. I mean, he has an interesting character. I kind of pitched the book this way. Imagine, because it is essentially a mystery, imagine Sherlock Holmes story set in a fantasy world with magic, where instead of Sherlock Holmes, we have Clint Eastwood as the protagonist. And that's kind of a little bit of what Alloy of Law is.